Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the insightful words of the great thinkers throughout history. In today's episode, we embark on a journey into the wisdom of one of the most prominent economists and philosophers of the 20th century, Friedrich Hayek, known for his contributions to classical liberalism and free market economics. Hayek has left us with a treasure trove of wisdom that remains relevant even in today's world. So, let us explore of his most compelling and thought-provoking quotes. The curious task of economics is to demonstrate to men how little they really know about what they imagine they can design. The price system is a mechanism for communicating information. Freedom is the courage to be yourself. Nobody can be a great economist who is only an economist. The road to serfdom is the road to hell. The mind cannot foresee its own advance. The more the state plans, the more difficult planning becomes for the individual. It is only when the individual is free to follow his own interests that he can find the best way to serve society. Socialism is the renunciation of freedom. The law should be limited to what is necessary for the protection of the individual against aggression and fraud. The use of knowledge in society is the most important problem of our time. The market is not a place, a thing, or a collective entity. The market is a process. Institutions evolve, and they are neither made nor designed. We need decentralization, because only thus can we ensure that the knowledge of the particular circumstances of time and place will be properly used. From the saintly and single-minded idealist to the fanatic is often but a step. The belief in individual freedom is a precondition for any modern society. Free people must be in control of their own lives. The market order not only liberates individuals, it also gives them the best chance to realize their dreams and desires. We shall never prevent the abuse of power if we are not prepared to limit power in a way which occasionally may also prevent its use for desirable purposes. The growth of civilization has brought a continually increasing division of knowledge and labor, and with it, a greater interdependence among men. The assurance of individual freedom involves not only the right to be free from physical aggression, but the protection against other forms of coercion and violence. Nobody can have the right to do what is wrong. The mirage of social justice could easily divert attention from the task of promoting individual liberty. The willingness to do something because it is just and right is not the same as the willingness to do it because it is required by the state. The important thing is not what we would do for ourselves if we were in the position of the men who are in power. It is what we are willing to do for them. The true problem is how to make the best use of the forces of competition as a means of coordinating human efforts. To be controlled in our economic pursuits means to be controlled in everything. Freedom, granted only when it is known beforehand that its effects will be beneficial is not freedom. Socialism is the most successful of all opposition dogmas, precisely because it employs the democratic method. Freedom means diversity, but also inequality. The more a society of free individuals knows, the more intelligent it becomes. The law should interfere no more than necessary in the freedom of individual action. If we were to extend the kind of planning we have in mind to the whole of society, it would inhibit individual freedom. A claim for equality of material position can be met only by a government with totalitarian powers. The existence of society is the prerequisite for the evolution of reason and the individual. The striving for the mirage of social justice is the pursuit of an unattainable goal. We shall have no better success in alleviating the strain of life by refusing to recognize the division of knowledge and labor. It is neither rational nor necessary that we should or could agree on a common scale of value. It is the belief that it is necessary to suppress any opinion for the protection of some vested interest which is the real danger. We must come to recognize that a free society requires limits on the scope of majority rule. The only safeguard of the supremacy of the ordinary law over the will of the rulers is the limitation of the coercive power of the state. The market economy does not need any order or direction imposed on it by an outside agency. Planning means a concentration of power, which inevitably will be abused. The notion that everything has a price is the foundation of all economic theory.